In a bustling school cafeteria, filled with the laughter and chatter of children, one little girl sat alone. Her name was Lily, and every day she brought the same lunch, a simple piece of bread and a bottle of water. This didn't go unnoticed. Soon, whispers turned into taunts. "Look at her. Is she too poor to afford real food?" One classmate would sneer. Another would chime in. "My dog eats better than that." Lily never responded. She would just lower her head, take a small bite of her bread, and quietly endure the mockery. Her eyes, though often downcast, held a quiet dignity, a strength that was far beyond her years. She clutched a small, worn-out locket around her neck, her only comfort in a sea of unkindness. One Tuesday, the school was buzzing with excitement. A special guest was visiting, Mr. Harrison, the millionaire CEO of a massive tech company, known not just for his wealth but for his philanthropic work. He was a former student of the school, and he had come to announce a new scholarship program. As he toured the familiar hallways, he decided to join the students for lunch, hoping to connect with the younger generation. The teachers, flustered and eager to impress, tried to guide him toward the popular kids' table. But Mr. Harrison's eyes scanned the room and settled elsewhere. He saw the boisterous groups, the laughing cliques, and then he saw Lily, sitting by herself in a quiet corner, her meager lunch laid out before her. He saw the other children pointing and whispering, their cruel smirks not lost on him. Ignoring the teacher's gentle prodding, Mr. Harrison walked straight toward Lily's table. A hush fell over the cafeteria. Jaws dropped. The bullies froze, their taunts dying on their lips. The CEO, a man whose time was worth thousands of dollars a minute, pulled out the empty chair beside the little girl who had nothing but bread and water. "Hello there," he said with a warm, genuine smile. "Is this seat taken?" Lily looked up, her eyes wide with disbelief. She could only shake her head, completely speechless. "Great," he said, setting down his own tray, which was laden with a fancy meal the school had prepared especially for him. "My name is James. What's yours?" "Lily," she stammered, her voice barely a whisper. The entire cafeteria watched in stunned silence as the millionaire and the little girl began to talk. He didn't ask her about her lunch. Instead, he asked about her favorite subject, what books she liked to read, and what she dreamed of being when she grew up. For the first time, Lily felt seen. She felt heard. As they spoke, she slowly began to open up, her shyness melting away under his kind gaze. The students who had once mocked her now looked on with a mixture of confusion and shame. Their own lunches, filled with sandwiches, fruits, and treats, suddenly felt less satisfying. They were witnessing a powerful, unspoken lesson. A person's worth has nothing to do with what they have, but everything to do with who they are. The CEO's simple act of sitting with her was a louder statement than any lecture on respect could ever be. Curiosity finally got the better of Mr. Harrison. He gestured gently toward her lunch. "Lily," he asked softly, "if you don't mind me asking, why do you only bring bread and water for lunch?" He expected a story of hardship, of a family struggling to make ends meet. But Lily's answer was not what he or anyone could have ever predicted. She looked down at the locket she was holding. "My mommy is very sick," she began, her voice trembling. "The doctor said she needs a special operation. It's very, very expensive. My daddy works 2 jobs and I save my lunch money every day to help pay for it." She opened the locket and inside wasn't a picture, but a tiny folded-up piece of paper. It was a drawing of a heart with the word "Mommy" written inside. Tears welled up in Lily's eyes as she continued. "The bread and water. It's because my mommy can only eat simple things right now. When I eat this, I feel like I'm with her. I feel like we're sharing a meal together, and it makes me feel less alone." A single tear rolled down her cheek. At that moment, a profound silence enveloped the room. The children who had bullied her were now openly weeping, their cruelty replaced by a wave of overwhelming remorse. The teachers wiped their eyes, their hearts aching for the little girl. And Mr. Harrison, the powerful, composed millionaire CEO, felt a lump form in his throat. He looked at this small child, whose heart was bigger than his entire empire, and he was completely humbled. He saw not poverty, but immeasurable love and sacrifice. Without a second thought, Mr. Harrison took out his phone. He made a call to his personal assistant. His voice was firm, but thick with emotion. "Cancel my afternoon appointments," he said, "and contact the best hospital in the country. Find out everything you can about a patient. Lily's mother. I'm covering all the expenses, all of them. And arrange for my foundation to set up a trust for Lily's education. This girl is the future." He hung up and looked at Lily, his own eyes glistening with tears. "Lily," he said, his voice cracking, "you don't have to worry about the money anymore. Your mom is going to get the best care in the world, and you are going to have the brightest future." That day, the school cafeteria became a classroom for the most important lesson of all. It wasn't about math or history. It was about humanity. The students learned that kindness is a currency more valuable than money. They saw that true wealth isn't measured by what's in your bank account, but by the compassion in your heart. Lily's story spread, and the moment became a life-changing inspiration for everyone who witnessed it. Her act of love, and the CEO's act of kindness, created a ripple effect that transformed the entire school community. From that day on, no one ever sat alone in that cafeteria again. This story is a beautiful and powerful reminder for all of us. It shows that you never truly know what someone else is going through. A simple act of kindness, of taking the time to sit with someone and listen, can change a life. It costs absolutely nothing to be kind, but its value is immeasurable. It can turn a moment of despair into a lifetime of hope. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched your heart, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content. Share this video with someone who needs a reminder that kindness truly means everything. See you in the next one.